You know what I've been thinking? Is it that we should call him Queen Sir Charles because it's 2022? What? No. I was wondering what Disney is going to do with pricing for their new card game. Aluminum zirconium tetrachloral hydrix. What did you just call me? It's the stuff that goes into deodorants. And despite not knowing what it is, you'll put it on daily without a second thought. It's the same thing with Disney fans. Like, well, buy whatever they put out. That's a terrible analogy. Maybe, but I'm just saying, they have millions to put out or put into this game. I mean, they can do it big or they can give peanuts. It's up to them. Oh, what about a one-of-one, real-life size Iron Man suit? I don't think that's a reasonable ask. What about being able to spend the day with George Lucas? Pretty sure he's retired. Oh, I know. What about the Nationals champion will be animated into the next Disney movie? Yeah. No, they're never gonna do that. You're no fun.
So if you somehow missed the announcement, Disney actually announced that they're coming out with a TCG next year, 2023, and it's called Lorcana, which is kind of a forgettable name. I think they're doing a play on words, at least some people are saying, of lore and arcana, which kind of makes sense, you know. It features, so far, Disney characters, which could be from any show, animated show that is, or movie, anything that they actually have rights to, which Disney has rights to a lot of things. And I've seen comments basically from everywhere, positive and negative, but a lot of negative where, oh, I'm not going to invest in this. Oh, I'm not going to play this. Oh, whatever. They're going to go against Magic the Gathering and not Pokemon, right? And the thing is, I'm going to let you in on a secret. You don't have to go against Pokemon. Disney has such a huge IP. They can do anything, and they have so much money to advertise and pump millions upon millions of dollars in illustrators and game designers. They can buy people from Magic the Gathering, from Flesh and Blood, from any other major TCG to make this the best one. I don't think there is really any other competitor right now in the CCG and TCG market that can compete directly with Disney and the amount of sheer power that they have. That might be kind of hyping them up a little bit, but you have to really understand they own a lot of IPs, from Marvel to their own to Star Wars, etc. And which kind of, you know, explains the title and what I was saying before. This is kind of a cash grab where they understand that there is a market, or was a market, where right now it's kind of weird in this weird recession, down market, bear market type of thing going on with card games, where you can spend pennies on the dollar to print out cards and just sell product and just have events and sell them out as well. And this is probably something that they were working on for a good amount of time, because you have to think about all the illustrators, all of the game design, etc. The studio, or the game company, I guess, is called Ravensburger, which I actually haven't seen before. Apparently they've been in business for over 100 years. I mean, that just seems crazy. They're German and they make other board games, even Disney ones. Now, if you look at the announcement article, this is on Polygon. I'll put the link in the description below. They actually sent out promo cards in the D23 convention, which again, I'm learning, did not know that there is a whole Disney convention, but apparently there is. And it's going to be debuted in fall of 2023, which is not a bad, you know, not a bad plan as far as that goes. We have a year announcement. It's pretty normal for a lot of different games where they just put it out in a convention and then they can put more promo cards in future conventions if they really wanted to. And it's called Disney Lorcana, the first chapter, which is interesting as far as a new set name, or the first set name. So very, very on the nose, which is why I'm leaning towards cash grab. In addition, each card will include a special power mechanic and a bit of italicized flavor text drawn from the Disney lore, which is always what I like. You know, whatever IP it is, if they're close to the show or the animation, whatever it may be, I really like that. Soria's icon seems to indicate the level of power or value, and it's usually to be made more clear when the game's rules are known, which we don't know yet. You know, obviously they just wanted to announce, want to get people hyped, wanted to get those promos out to sell them as well, so that way they can be reselled, which is kind of crazy right now. which we'll take a look at in a second. But this art in general looks fantastic, which we'll look at in a second as well. But again, over 100 years old for Ravensburger. They made Disney Villainous. I have no idea what that is. And as well as has more than 30 villains from Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars. So I would imagine that they're going to have villains and heroes from each one of those universes as well. And the largest, potentially the largest thing that they have gone over or gone after. So I think that is very true. But this art, I love it. I think I think some people are being a little critical of it, but I think these look fantastic. I think you're crazy to think that these don't look good. Like, they have a nice, clean, sort of like stylized to each other. Obviously, when you look at Dragon Ball, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of good art in it. But you know, everything's kind of everywhere, and this reminds me of Magic. You know, it's I mentioned before where they don't really need to go after Pokemon, because if they're going after Magic, then they want to be more of a competitive game with a bit of a casual side. So if they're smart, they'll come out with something simple and then branch out with two different formats if they really want to go against Magic. They need to really establish, like, hey, you can play this game casually and as well as collect, which it's gonna happen when they come out with art like this. People are gonna collect these pretty quickly. And as well as the other side, where if you want to be competitive, then have events, be competitive, and have a good game design, which, you know, from what we can see here, you know, it seems like they're going that route. Either way, like I said, the art looks fantastic. We have Elsa, Cruella de Vil, Captain Hook, Maleficent, I guess, Robin Hood, and Stitch, and then Mickey Mouse, which is the promo exclusive. Apparently, these guys have the promo stamp for the D23 Expo. And then Mickey Mouse is the only one that is actually convention exclusive. These guys are going to be part of the first set, which I think they clarified here. The availability will be Thursday, blah, blah, blah. Mickey card will be given out at D23 and be included in the first year set next year. So, oh, okay. So all 7 cards are going to be in the first set. So that just recently got updated. So pretty cool. So this actually sold for $50. We're going to look at some other stuff like the card effects, but if you look, people are going crazy for this stuff. Like, it was $50. That one alone, like that lone Mickey Mouse card, is going for $500, $370, $200 right here. And I think there is one, yeah, $2,100 for the entire set, $1,800, $2,000. There is a lot of hype behind this, which is just nuts. Like, it is just actually crazy. Not $5,000, which is kind of a upside, I guess, huh? Anyway, before we look into the effects and close this one out, I think you should also look at the illustrators. They named them all, where are they? Which you can look through all their work and kind of get an idea of what to expect in the future, because some of this art looks crazy. It looks really cool. Some of it reminds me of Arcane, the League of Legends anime show on, well, I guess it is like 3D animated, I don't know. 2D animated, I don't know. It's on Netflix, but it was really cool. I really like the art. I really like the whole vibe of the art as well. Got some more here, which speaks to more of Disney as well. Got Crash Bandicoot, which is a big W. If they illustrated all of this, just imagine all the backgrounds and the type of foiling that we can actually get with those type of backgrounds and art. Some more characters, a lot of cool stuff. Oh, hello. Really cool. I think everyone looks pretty tight. Awesome. And here's kind of like a little bit of I can't zoom in on this, I don't think, but a little bit of like a in-person photo of the card, sort of like this glossy sort of I don't really know if I like this type of card, but most of the time you're gonna be putting these things into sleeves, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. The last thing are the effects, and as I said before, if they're going against Magic, they're going to have pretty good game design. They have to have good game design, something that people can get into easily and master. It's going to take a while to master type thing. And that's really a challenge, where you kind of already have all of these other games and all of these things that are already established. I guess it's not that hard, because you can just steal from them, right? Because you can put the cost up here, which I'd imagine that's what it is. I don't know what the resource management or any energy system would be for this game, but I'd imagine it's something to do with, like, I don't know, different universes, like land type of things going on. So like here you can have like red, like these are all different colors. So like red lands, I guess. These are like different symbols down here as well. So I'd imagine, again, you would need that type of land or energy to use in order to play these guys. This guy's a 9 for a 7 attack and 5 defense. So I guess like when you crash into something, you'll either have that as health, or like how magic works as like their defensive number. And then we have some traits, which is nice. Dragonfire, have no idea what that is. When you play this card, you may banish a chosen opponent, banish chosen opposing character, which I don't know if they have like characters. I guess like all of these are characters, because I don't know if there's gonna be like leaders or something like that in this as well. And then a little bit of lore text, which I always like. Illustration by the dudes that we saw before, so that's nice. First edition, which is also making sense. And then these guys have these like little icons, which I have no idea. I guess a secondary resource, like a momentum type thing going on. So cool. 9 cost removal. Dragonfire. All right, maybe something procs this off. So like if you play another Dragonfire effect, it'll proc that off. Challenger +2. When challenging, this character gets +2. So I don't know if it's the defensive number where it's like a +2. Oh, +2. Oh, attack. Okay, so if you're attacking, you get +2 on your attack. So it's a 3/2 instead. Cool. All right, and then we have freeze. We have exert. Chosen opposing character. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is, but you pay 3 for it, and she's a snow queen, so that's cool. It's a 2/3. Nice. You'll be sorry. Oh, I guess this is just text. This is just like text. Okay. This character is challenged and banished. You may return the chosen character to their player's hand. Okay, so you can just return this trick back. So it's a 2/1/3. Nice little attacker with a little bit of defense for cheap. Okay. We got Robin Hood. We have another new symbol. I don't know if these are gonna be all different like colors, because they're all different symbols with different colors to them. So I mean, that's a lot of colors. That's a lot, like blue, yellow, red, gray or black, I should say, purple and green. Wow. Feed the poor. When you play this card, if an opponent has more cards than you draw this card. Okay, for 6. Oh, that's a lot. But he's a 4/4, so that's actually pretty good. During a turn, this character has evasive. They can challenge characters with evasive. Oh, okay, cool. Stitch, he's a 3/5 for 6. Yeah, shift 4. You may pay 4, whatever this is, to play on top of this card. Top of one of your Stitch characters. Whenever you play a card with a 2 or less, may exert it to draw a card. So exert, I guess return? Maybe sideways, like you commit it? I don't know. Or rest it? Evasive. Only characters with evasive can challenge this character. Oh, during a turn, they can challenge. Oh, okay, so these guys can attack each other. That's pretty cool. He's a 5/5 for 8. The hefty boy. Hefty boy. It has like 2 of these, 3 of these symbols, 4 of these symbols. I wonder what those are. Very, very curious to see what this is and how it's gonna play out. I don't want to really look at these. I don't want to look at these things. As long as it's cheap, I'll buy packs. Look at the pretty artwork. Artwork is really nice. Try a physical magic cards. It's definitely not my scene, but this ever get a Disney. Yeah. Man, very funny. Well, then again, it's Disney, so they could have a digital version as soon as on release. So that actually might be the move. Like, if they're really smart, they might do that. How would Disney screw this up, bruh? They're not gonna screw this up. I do not think they're gonna screw this up. Either way, I've talked enough. That was a lot, actually. So let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know if I should cover this game. I'm very curious to see if anybody's actually interested. I will be covering obviously One Piece when it comes out, and maybe I'll cover this. I actually do like this. I'm not a whole big Disney fan, but the card game looks cool, and I think it's gonna be nice to collect these too. See you next one.